Hello and what's up my friends, it's Thunderbob here, and tonight we're going to be checking out a demo for Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. This is a new Metroidvania action-adventure game in the Prince of Persia series, and I've played a couple of these, my favorite being Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. I played that at release about 20 years ago and really enjoyed it. That's probably the best in the series from my memory. This harkens back a little bit to the original 2D games, but more in a Metroidvania style. So I'm pretty excited. I do like Metroidvanias quite a lot. This is the demo. I heard it's pretty beefy, so I don't know, this might be a 30-minute or hour-long video. We'll see how long this takes. I did notice right off the bat that there is no ultra-wide support. I read that there's some ways to go in and change the hex files to make it support ultra-wide, but it messes with the UI, so I'm not going to dig into that right now. I'm sure there'll be some fixes for that later, but it sucks that that's not supported by default, as I usually play ultra-wide. We're going to go ahead and jump right in. It looks like you get 4 difficulties, and I do like how granular they are with your kind of detail on the difficulty. You got your enemy damage, health, environmental damage, parry difficulty. I think we'll just start with normal. It seems to be kind of like the baseline. Everything's at 1.0. Demo features a custom set of areas, time powers, Athra surges, and amulets, so you can experience the main gameplay features. Some specific paths are sealed to provide a more straightforward experience to discover. Okay, so it's basically like just maybe like a vertical slice, not the normal game per se. And here we got our controls, and I am using a PlayStation 5 remote. So, and this is the Ubisoft PC version, the Uplay version, I should say. Range, jump, melee. All right, we'll figure this out.
The old citadel. Anahita took Prince Hassan beyond these gates.
That sounds like the guy from Diablo 4. The narrator guy. God, I forget the voice actor's name. I should say just the actor. He's an actor.
I can't fathom why Anahita would do such a thing.
Sargon, you know her best. What do you make of it?
It doesn't make sense. She has always been loyal.
She wants to seize power for herself.
Oh, what do you even mean?
The Simurgh may have disappeared, but the mighty god used to live on Mount Kaf, and perhaps still does.
Mount Kaf. I like how that's spelled too.
It has always been the Simurgh who appoints future kings and queens.
Anahita probably wishes to receive the Simurgh's blessing.
But why kidnap Prince Hassan?
She needs him. The gates to the Simurgh temple only open for members of the royal family.
She has lost her mind. She will never get the Simurgh's blessing like that.
We can't be certain. After all, the Simurgh may be weakened.
One thing's for sure. Prince Hassan is in danger. She will kill him once she has no need for him.
Immortals, follow me. Let's help Ardashir and find Prince Hassan.
An interesting group of characters. My understanding is somehow they get turned into the villains of the game.
I won't be long.
Somehow they get, I don't know, cursed or something. And it's like a Metroidvania. They each, are spread around some kind of play area. Okay. No double jump to start with, but you got like that where you tap it or you hold it and you go higher. And I've read really good things, like the reviews just started coming out for this, that basically say like this is an amazing Metroidvania. If you're into Metroidvanias at all, that this is worth checking out. And I am a Metroidvania fan. Like Super Metroid was one of the earliest games I can remember beating. Maybe I was like 11 or 12, and it was super difficult, but I eventually did.
Kaf, most sacred of mountains.
Been here before?
No, but I've read about it. This place was once the site of King Darius's palace. Religion, medicine, astrology, geometry, algebra. All knowledge was gathered here, accessible to all. Mount Kaf was home to a great citadel of wisdom, the pride of all Persia.
And?
No one survived to tell the tale. And who knows what might await her? Who knows what might...
And then Metroid Prime, of course, I played, and actually the last video I put out was a review of the Metroid Prime Remaster, which I really enjoyed. Castlevania 64, which I don't know if that quite counts. Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Hollow Knight more recently. Like over the years, I've played a fair number of these Metroidvania style games. Man, that's cool in the background.
What is this sorcery?
I'm a warrior, not a seer.
Frozen as it falls.
As if time had stopped.
I remember really enjoying Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. That might be the only game in the series that I've actually beaten. Like I've played around with some of the sequels in that series, and I booted up like the old school 2D games. But there was something special about Sands of Time. The time mechanic, rewinding time, the way it told the story, especially for that time period, was really, really awesome.
Stay sharp. Prince Hassan can't be far now.
Something is not right here. We must proceed with caution.
Sure, Menelaus. You can scurry from shadow to shadow like frightened vermin.
I'm serious, Orod. There's a strange presence here. I can feel it too. And there's only one way to find out.
Let's go then.
I like how each of the mortals has like a very unique like silhouette and seems to have different weapons. I wonder if it's going to be like you beat them and get their weapon. That would be cool, like a Mega Man style. If you didn't play Metroid Prime Remaster, go check out my review. I thought very highly of it.
Barum, this is Azad, one of Ardashir's men.
Long dead, judging by the rot.
How is that possible? They left not long before us.
I'm assuming time is funky here.
We are not welcome here.
Stay on your guard. We will find the Prince and Anahita.
We go east.
We don't go anywhere. You'll only slow me down. You're on your own.
She kind of looks like, was it the prisoner from Elden Ring? For 2D games, I usually prefer sprite work to kind of like the 3D pixel art, you know, that kind of looks like sprite. But I gotta say, it's got a really clean, nice look to it. Not the most amazing game I've ever seen, but I gotta dodge. Oh. There we go. But it looks pretty good. So I'm assuming I'm gonna get something to be able to open that door later. That's how these Metroidvanias always work. Here's a door. Oh, it's got a color that you can't open yet. So L2 to parry. I gotta work on that timing window. Oh, okay. Press 2 to parry an incoming attack, and then you kind of like counter at the same time. I bet I'll get a double jump. Oh, that's kind of clever. Like, you kind of like point with the stick where you want to jump to. I feel like I should be able to go into the foreground there. We're gonna keep going. It seems like this is not like seems like this is kind of like a vertical slice. This isn't necessarily how the beginning of the game starts. And I'm assuming you can't just like pick up from here when you're starting a new game, which kind of sucks. I was hoping to be able to just continue this when the game comes out. Assuming I buy it. Like, the reviews have got me definitely intrigued. $50 though for, you know, a 2D. But I've heard it's pretty lengthy, like 30 hours, and I've paid more than that for a 10-hour long Dead Space 2 this, or Dead Space remake this year. At least it's not $70 or $60 for that matter. Oh, you can make those explode. Can I pick up the arrows? Oh, it's because I'm full. Wait, did that come back to me? So they do kind of bounce. Oops. The controls all feel really smooth. It's not really doing anything super unique thus far, but it feels really smooth. Save point. So I have so these I can wear, I guess. So I've got so many slots open. Okay, so this one, land a 5th attack at the end of an extended combo. Dodge on the spot using fire 5 arrows along a broad sweep. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Trigger area damage at the chakra's position by moderately increase all melee attack damage. That's nice. Alright. And what is this? Launch powerful cross-slash attack above Sargon. Very useful against flying enemies. So are these I can equip like 2 moves, it looks like? So right now, I've got this really powerful unfurling wave of Arthid that pushes back enemies. These launch a powerful cross-slash attack. Create an explosion and healing zone that gradually restores health. Nearby enemies are pushed back. I guess I'll just keep the default ones at the moment. I don't know how to trigger those.
What are you doing here? This place is too dangerous for a child.
Don't worry about me. I know the Citadel better than anyone. I know every step. I even go where others can't. I've chatted and argued with every creature. And I know every tree here.
Like this one? Are they all like this?
These trees are special. They're called Wak-Wak. They have the purest of Athra. So, there are many Wak-Wak trees throughout—
Tell me, you say you know all. We're in search of soldiers like us. Our prince is being led by a general. Have you seen anyone like that?
A prince? There hasn't been a prince here in so long. I've only seen you. Well, if you've lost your friend in Mount Calf, then you're going to need an Eye of the Wanderer.
What's that?
It's a very rare, very ancient.
She just gives it to me. The ability to map all of Mount Calf.
Try it. So you can add a marker. It's nice.
I love the maps in Metroidvania games.
Here,
Maybe one of my
I
favorite
might
parts.
as well show you a neat trick to remember places.
Memory shard. Increase the number of memory shards. Don't forget to capture images of surroundings early to add them to the map and come back. Knockoff is full of unreachable passages, which could be okay. Use a memory shard to capture an image of the environment, which will automatically be saved. That's a cool idea. So, let's say I come to a door and I know I need, you know, Metroid Prime logic, a missile launcher. I could take a picture of it to remind myself this is the door.
Thank you, miss.
My name is Faraba.
I'm Sargon, warrior of the immortals.
Oh, doesn't that sound impressive? Well, Sargon, I'll share my discoveries with you when I can. But
Time crystals.
welcome to Mount Calf.
Later. I'm assuming when I get like a double jump, maybe I can get up there. I like that the combat and like the movement like kind of like speak the same language, you know what I mean? Like sometimes the combat feels divorced from the platforming and like the movement skills, but here they really, it's like you kind of have to know one to know the other. I feel like spikes are going to come out of there. Did I miss anything over here? You know, the only recent Metroidvania I have not... Should I take a picture? That I haven't immediately like got taken into was Metroid Dread. I don't know, something about like those unbeatable enemies and stuff, like it just didn't click for me. And I've been meaning to go back since I beat Metroid Prime Remastered, and I haven't yet. I really should beat it though. Like back in the day, I say that like, oh, secret. What is that? You know, back in 20 years ago, I beat Metroid Prime, Metroid Prime 2 and 3, Super Metroid as I was growing up. I didn't get into any of the portable, like the Metroid Fusion. Though with the Steam Deck, I have been digging more into like the richer library. Like, I've actually started a replay of Super Metroid in my downtime. Am I back where I was already? I am. So I just kind of opened up a shortcut there. I can't get back up there, can I? So if I do beat Metroid, Super Metroid, I may do a review on that. Kind of a retro review. 'Cause that's a classic. I love that game a lot. I'm not sure what that... Is that telling me, like, that's a good spot to take a picture? I think that's what it's telling me. Kind of like there's a secret around here that you can't get, maybe, or... Oh! I haven't been very active the last couple weeks. I got a PlayStation 5 for Christmas, so I've been spending a lot of time on that. And haven't really figured out if I want to kind of film that. I don't think I want to do, like, full Let's Play, but I might do some reviews of games I'm playing on there. And then also, just during the holidays, like, I've not been as active, you know, so much is going on with the family, and then it's just a kind of a difficult time. I lost my parents about 3 years ago during Christmas, so it's always a difficult time of year, to say the least. Can I get up there, maybe? I can't. Cool. It's just kind of a down time of year where I don't always have the will, the energy to talk to people, to share. I don't know. But I've been really hyped for this. And I've also got a VR video that should be coming out once an embargo drops. Ah, shoot. Oh, there's that. So if I just tap it, it does like the 5. It just costs 1. I hope this game does well. Like, I don't always care that much, but like when a big developer is doing a genre that is kind of neglected these days, I'm kind of like, you know, like, if it does well, maybe it would spur other companies to invest in games that aren't just you know, first-person shooters and MOBAs and games as a service bullshit. No daily quest in this game, please. Oh, it kind of auto-aims. I didn't realize that. So just my health was pretty low. I got a thing. Equip a new skin in the character menu. Okay. Seems like there's a path over there, but I thought the way was blocked. I can also go that way, maybe. Let's go back. See if I missed it. I think I need to go back up. Did I go this way or not? My brain is kind of fried. It's been a long day already. So it when you first started, it did mention that some ways were going to be blocked off. I wonder if that is one of them. But it looks like there were 2 pathways here. The top one, which was blocked, but it looked like there was another one below. Just make sure there's not an invisible wall like at the other side. Cool. Feels like I should do something here. Right? Like that's a little... like a plate of some kind you're supposed to stand on. So do I want to go up or go see what's this way? Haven. Curious how big this demo is. Oh. Okay, so I can go to a new area through that way. I've seen some videos of people playing this for like an hour or more, so I'm very curious. Let's take a picture of that because I feel like I need a double jump to get up there. I'm very curious how much content there is here.
What brings you here, traveler?
My allies and I are in pursuit of a traitor.
Then you and the others are trapped here too. Mount Calf has seen its share of travelers. Many are lost within the web of time's curse. Beware, warrior. Death and misery roam the city.
I've seen my share of death.
Even the most determined of warriors must be prepared. Take this.
Thank you, the mage.
It's unique property. Just know that each one...
I'll make good use.
So a new amulet.
Welcome.
Oh, she's got a little store going on here. Gold currency. Increase the number of amulets you can carry. So for 240... I wonder if I die, is this like a roguelite and I go back to the last save and I can... I'm assuming it's kind of like Hollow Knight would be the most obvious. Petal from the symmetry. Okay. Flower of Immortality. I get that. Slightly increases the healing effect. And I can increase the number of potions. For 400. I'm assuming these are like kind of like meta upgrades that'll stick with you. I like the idea of another amulet and also the additional healing. I don't have quite enough. Efficiency is also really nice. Guess we'll go with that. Is there another person over here? Oh, I bet if... I thought that was another area, but it looks like it might just be... Yeah, it's just a forge. Whoa. Is that Karlach?
One who searches for something out of reach, beyond control.
Other than Shadowheart, Karlach is like the best love interest in Baldur's Gate 3.
Who do you serve, I wonder?
You know about me.
I turn my eye to the human world when I choose.
I'm Sargon. I serve Persia as one of the immortal...
Immortals, you say? Interesting. Well, immortal. You stand before a true immortal. Kahiva. Goddess and blacksmith to the god.
Have you forged weapons for mortal?
I've served mortals from time to time. King Darius's sword was some of my finest work. Few other mortals are worth.
I had no idea that in Mount Calf, gods and goddesses walked among humans.
It was so. The curse altered everything. Some gods disappeared into other strands of destiny, but I remain. My forge protected me from the wind.
Would you forge for a mortal?
For a few time crystal. Understand this.
So what will she make me?
Welcome. Do you wish something forged?
Increases the damage. Slightly decreases the power of incoming melee attacks. Collect time crystals from a distance. Slight increase in sword damage. Slight increase in bow and chakra. Increases the maximum number of arrows carried by 5. Increases from 10 to 15. Didn't I already have 15? Increases max health. I don't have enough for anything. But yeah, I got 15 down there already. That's weird that it says it increases from 10 to 15. It looks like there's... If I just jump out, I want to see. Okay. There must be some kind of secret over there, but you've got to get a way to unlock that, I assume. Alright, do I go back up the elevator? Okay, so that was the thing I couldn't open. Oh wait, there's another tree over here. I did get extra health. I wonder if I should go back to the elevator. Might go check out what that was. Can you teleport from tree to tree? I don't see a way. I would guess you might unlock something later. I feel like that's... Not all games, not all Metroidvanias have that, but some of them do. It's always nice, I think. Like, I was playing Metroid Prime recently, and I really love that game, but at the same time, there is some bullshit backtracking in that game. Like, I can deal with backtracking, but there are times where it's like, wait, where do you want me to go to? That's, like, so far away, and there's not a clear path. Like, I can think of a couple in particular. It feels purposeful, like, they make it like a gauntlet. You know, like, when the... Ooh, that one-shot me. Shit. Oh, I did not mean to slide forward. Did you see that he did like a forward and then a forward again? I'm not sure why he did that. That was weird. He's not doing it now. What was I saying? Oh, Metroid Prime and its bullshit. It's like one of my favorite games of all time, but it has a few things that are just like kind of bullshit. Like when the lights go out in, I think it's the science or the research facility, and you have to backtrack all the way through it and then go do a thing, and then they make you go back again, and like you could never turn the lights back on. It's one of the few areas where I'm like, oh man, I don't know if I want to keep going. And then towards the very end, when you're going through the Phazon mines, and like some of those areas, it's like an hour between save points. Like, I don't understand. There are times where he like glows and goes a little further forward when I dash. I didn't mean to press down there. I parried. Apparently not. I'm just gonna move on. Is there a thing down there? Oh, you can climb up those. Nice. They do like their stabby things. Their pendulums. Ornamental with a pale bluish tint. Used in some forges. Okay. I'm playing with the PlayStation remote. And the vibration on this controller is amazing, I gotta say. But like when those things are like pendulum back and forth, they do a good job. I don't know if they've got some custom programming on it or what, but it feels like they're moving back and forth on my hand. And this is I'm playing this on PC with a PlayStation 5 remote. I don't typically feel that good of I didn't know, was there like gems I could have picked up or something? I didn't see anything. Okay. So, oh, I should have dropped down over there. God dang it. I bet I could get those gems over there. I wanted to rush through this and I'm taking forever. Yeah, I could drop down and get those, but I was wondering... Ah, that hurts! I don't want to fight you, bro. You kicked my ass the first time. Oh, that just... What was the point of that door and hall anyways? Alright, we're gonna keep going. I'm not gonna worry about this couple of crystal. I've been very impressed by the PlayStation 5, like how fast it loads, the lack of, like, it feels super smooth how fast the memory is, going from app to app, launching things, downloading things. Like, compared to the PlayStation 4, it's like night and day. Can't go there. Kind of curious what's down here. And like, I feel like almost all the great first-party games. You know, I got God of War, I got Spider-Man 2, Demon Souls, that Horizon. Right now I'm playing through God of War Ragnarok, which I played the original and really enjoyed. And it's doing something for me. I'm really enjoying it. That's why I haven't really been on the PC much and haven't really been sharing much in the way of gameplay. But I've been getting some footage. That's another thing that PlayStation does superbly, is recording really high resolution and FPS footage without any impact on your performance. And like, you could just save gameplay. Like, you can click a button and like record like the last hour of your gameplay, which is pretty awesome. So, I might do a review on God of War Ragnarok. It feels like it's kind of old to be doing a review at this point, but I really have enjoyed it enough that I might just share my thoughts on it. I feel like they're probably just like teleporting you to different biomes. Like, this is probably not the normal pathway of the game, but they want to show you like different environments in the demo, is my guess here. Which I like those demos that are like they change things up. Like, I'm thinking like the Resident Evil, the more recent Resident Evil demos. Use a charge attack. I did not know I had the charge attack until just then. Those Resident Evil demos are always like, it's made up of pieces of the regular game, but they're like kind of rearranged in interesting ways, so like you don't necessarily feel like And that's not always true. I think the most recent one for Resident Evil 4 Remake was basically just the beginning of the game, and I think you could even continue your progress if you wanted. But like I remember Resident Evil 7, was it? And Village, I think, both had like unique demos. Feels like there's a reason for some of these areas, but it doesn't look like there's anything there. This is giving me some Hollow Knight vibes right now. Like the dense foliage and stuff. That was a good game, too. Curious if I'm getting like to the end of the demo here. Oh, I thought that was my friend for a minute. Doesn't it look like him? I don't parry, I just dodge. Oh, I didn't notice how close to death I was. God, I'm almost dead again. Do I need to parry, I wonder? Oh, I didn't realize, like, when I jump there, I kind of do a dodge move. I don't have any health potions left. There's kind of like a delay before you can dodge. Whew, that was kind of tough. Was that one of your companions? Like, I think I read in one of the reviews is early on your companions get like corrupted and kind of like they are the villains of the game. And that kind of looked like one of them, didn't it? I could be wrong. That's a pretty cool fight, though. Dang it. The platforming feels really good. Kind of clever things here where like these disappear and then you gotta shoot the bulbs to like make the platforms show up. I just noticed, like, is this supposed to be leading me like in Elden Ring, like the next save point, do you think? I think so. I just picked up on that. I do find that Elden Ring, like Soulsborne games, like they share a lot of DNA with Metroidvania games, like Metroid Prime. Like, if you think about it, like you're pushing forward to the next save zone that refills your health. If you die in between them, you start at the last save point. There's lots of mechanical things that I feel like they share. Especially, like, the more recent ones, like Hollow Knight straight up feels like a Soulsborne game at times. That's a big guy.
Your life ends here.
This is gonna be the end of the demo, or do I have to fight him? I think that's the end of the demo. It was a pretty chunky demo, though. Yep, that's it. I'm pretty sure I missed some stuff along the way, too. Like, there was a couple of side paths I didn't explore, because I wasn't sure which path would send me forward, and which was kind of like, you know, kind of side content. I think I'm going to end it there, though. I might go back and check out more of this, but I'm kind of reluctant, because I don't think progress continues in the full game. It didn't say anywhere that you could just continue, which kind of sucks. And like, right now I could only start a new match, so I probably won't put more time into this because I don't want to ruin when the game actually comes out in, what, a week. So, I really dug that quite a lot. If you're at all into Metroidvanias, if you have a propensity for Prince of Persia, like Sands of Time is such an awesome game, I think you might enjoy this. The reviews have all been pretty positive. Yeah, I'll end the video here. If you enjoyed this, please feel free to check out some of the other content. I've got a bunch of stuff for PC games, new games, retro games, and also virtual reality. And if you like what I'm doing, please like, subscribe, drop me a comment with your thoughts, and just thank you once again for watching, everybody. Have a good night.